he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So out now come the Cardinals. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 53 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. He'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Steps away to his left. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got Gresham. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll set up to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Timmy Jernigan able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it's 3rd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it.
After reviewing the play, the run on the field is reversed.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback taking it in from... The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.